Hey, I see you. You hear me?
There you are.
Yes, sir.
I can hear you. Can you see me?
Yes, I can. Thank you, Kevin, for taking all this time today.
So before we start, do you want to do a screenshot?
Sure.
Great big smile. Three, two, one. Perfect. You're good to go.
Great.
Okay. By the way, I see you're in New York City. So am I. And I lost you.
Hold on.
Oh,
There he
there he
is.
is. Hmm.
There you go. You're back.
I'm back.
Can you see me?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
So I was
So,
just saying we're both in New York City today.
oh yeah, I grew up in New York. I'm a native New Yorker.
Oh, well, so am I. Upper West Side near the American Museum of Natural History.
Oh great, I love that neighborhood.
Yeah, it was a wonderful neighborhood, but I have to be honest, I had a very challenging environment in the household because my father was actually he was a narcissist, like a malignant narcissist, and
Oh
the whole family had to revolve around him.
yeah,
And if you combine that with the fact that I was actually, and I still am, autistic, I had a lot of trouble developing and figuring out whether there was anybody in here other than who my father said I should be. And
sure.
I mention this just because you and frankly all of your superhero family have helped me understand the dynamic between who we seem to be, who we really are. I mean, Batman, talk about a product of trauma, and then he figured
Exactly.
out what to do with it. And
Exactly.
so I just wanted to thank you for portraying such an important character as I've worked on myself for, frankly,
Sure.
decades. So,
It's interesting. We never know in life the effect that we have on people. And sometimes you don't realize until years later. But, I've been doing this role for 30 years now.
I know.
And when I go to Comic Cons, I often meet adults like yourself
Yes,
who say, I had such a difficult childhood. I had such a challenging childhood. But
yes.
you were there for me. Batman was there for me. Batman was a safe space for me. And thank me for helping them through rough times when they were younger. And you know what that does for an actor to know that your work helped someone like that? You know what I mean? And that's what I mean. You don't necessarily know how much you affect people until years later.
It's one of the things I get great joy from is getting to thank people like you. I've gone to autograph conventions over the years, and I'm glad we're finally going to have some again. And
Yes.
I'm forgetting now. Are you going to be in Connecticut the end of July?
I am not.
You're
I am,
not. You're not
but the
part of that.
rest of the rest of the cast is. I'm busy at
Yeah.
that point.
Okay. Well, I'm going to make sure to find you someday so I can shake your hand.
Oh, that's
Because it
great.
really has. I mean, again, it's like some of us find ourselves early in life, and some of us don't.
Right.
And either one, it's not one is good or bad. It's just it's the cards we're dealt. And
Exactly.
here I am, and I'm finally feeling like I know myself well enough, and it's. I'm grateful for the journey. Uh,
It's wonderful that you realize that about yourself and about your journey. Some people never have that sense of self-realization. Some
well,
people never come to understand who they are.
Well, and it wasn't easy, but it was worth it. And there've been fun moments like the 2017 Wonder Woman movie when she goes across no man's land. I suddenly flashed on a very heroic thing my mom did when I was 10 to save me from my father. And that had been a buried memory because it was not fun. But the movie, this is what movies do. And again, so I'm grateful to Gal Gadot and Patty Jenkins for giving me that connection to my mom that I didn't
Sure.
have. And then again, you for helping me just see the struggle of being a man with a complex background. So, in the time remaining, I want to mention I have a special opportunity. It just fell into my lap financially. It's kind of crazy. I have a chance to buy a little commercial property in a small town on Route 66. I love Route 66. I love how it ties America together.
Yeah.
What I want to buy it, what I want to do is create the Stroud, Oklahoma, the Stroud Daily Planet. I want to give people a journalism source that'll be real. Because I wrote for the Huffington Post. That was one of my quirky paths in life. So I know how to write about things, but I also want to celebrate the fictional journalism of movies and TV shows. Like the George Reeves show had a lot of journalism storylines in it, and I have to, I do research, and I'll show people that journalism can matter. It can not just be about the things that drive us apart. Journalism can be about the things that bring us together. And perhaps you have met people, like you just said, people who you've helped, and those stories, I'd love to help tell them. I'd love to help either podcast about them or write them up or help you write. I don't know. I'm just brainstorming here, but I just wanted you to know this is where I've finally gotten in my life.
Well, good luck with that. It sounds like a really wonderful objective that you have. That's
Thank you.
wonderful.
I'll be Clark Kent some of the time, which is going to be a lot of fun. I can't fly,
Great.
but I can write and I can be a reporter.
That's a very important job to be a
Oh,
reporter.
thank you. Thank you. And again, I'm going to look for that convention someday so I can really shake your hand and
All right.
1955, correct?
That's right.
Me
That's
too.
right.
Me too.
You too?
Yeah, January 17th.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Take care. Okay. Good meeting you.
It's been a pleasure.
Take care.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.